What is up, everybody? This is Anderson Silver, host of Stoicism for a Better Life. We're on our last episode of the season. Maybe there's a Q&A after this, we'll see. But we're reading the last chapter today of Your User's Manual, which I've been reading for season 5 because I'm trying to put out as much goodwill out into the world as I can. You can buy the book, of course, if you want to support me, but there are free copies floating around online, and now you have a free audiobook too. But if you want a professional book, a professional ebook, whatever for your Kindle, or an audiobook that was read by a voice actor, Jason Zenobia. Thank you, Jason. There are great copies of this out there. Otherwise, please enjoy this free production I'm doing my best. So, if you have problems, piss off. If you enjoy the content, enjoy the content. Either way, Epictetus tells me to be indifferent. So, with that, chapter 15, the pursuit of a tranquil life. The pursuit of a tranquil life is a lifelong journey. In general, philosophers, both ancient and modern, believe that one must live for oneself, as there is no other divine purpose. To be clear, this does not mean, hey, if it makes you happy and does not hurt anyone, then do it. Attaining happiness, or rather the pursuit of happiness, is no different than any other distraction, just a mere vice. Quote, vices have to be crushed rather than picked at. End quote. Lucius Annius Seneca. One must live for oneself, meaning to live for their self-identified necessities. You cannot chase distractions or vices all the time, but you can have a tranquil state of mind all the time, regardless of what is happening in your life. Therefore, living for yourself necessarily means live in a way to have and lead a tranquil life. Live in a manner such that it makes you proud. Live, as the Stoics will say, in the way of life of an ideal good man. Quote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. End quote. Marcus Aurelius. I know you all know this one. Simplicity and virtue should be core values. Simplify your life in every way, from diet to duties, to material goods, to goals, to objectives, etc. Simplify all dimensions of your life. Simplicity will help you avoid unnecessary anxieties and give you more freedom of mind, body, and soul. Simplify your wants to the only thing you control, that is, your judgments and your actions. You should want to have good judgments and actions, nothing more. Virtue will also fend off unnecessary and self-inflicted angst, anxiety, and consternation, as to be virtue requires honesty, honorability, and rational thought. Honesty not only simplifies life, but avoids all the angst, anxiety, and afflictions that dishonesty always fosters. It is better not to say anything on the subject matter than to tell a lie. Do not lie to anyone, especially not to yourself. To be honorable, you must be fair, compassionate, polite, brave, and above all, never put your needs over that of another. Your needs are no more important than any other single sentient being. And so, behave in a manner reflective of this truth. Being honorable will give you the peace of mind and love of oneself and will avoid all tormented feelings that come with behaving in a decrepit manner. Rational thought will ensure that you view the world as it is, objectively, and always make the best possible decisions regardless of what is going on around you externally. Do not be so proud that you view yourself to be better than others. You are unique, but are not special or more important or more deserving than any of your brothers or sisters on this planet. Your rational, ordinary mind knows to love all sentient beings. Reject with disgust all divisiveness based on any grounds, as your rational, ordinary mind knows all sentient beings are equals, both in the eyes of the universe and in your own. You will be virtuous, others may not be. But still, both your needs and lives are equally important. And so treat them with compassion, even if they don't respond in kind. Be honest with the world, and most importantly, I'm going to say it again, be honest with yourself. Quote, above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. End quote. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Do not present yourself as the person you wish others to see you. Just be you. Be happy with you. And be honest in all respects, as this is simple and tranquil. Quote, if anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said. Do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone. End quote. Epictetus. Do not be a preacher. You are living your life for yourself, not to educate others. You are pursuing a life of tranquility, not a life of trying to educate the people. Trying to give advice or opinions to people who do not want to hear them, disagree with them, or worse, applaud and cheer them for the sake of social decorum, will bring angst and affliction along with them. Worst of all, your precious finite time would be wasted. If, however, you are approached for opinions or teachings, then you must help your fellow being. If you have been requested to educate, then you have a listening ear. Declutter the mind regularly. Write down your thoughts and make difficult decisions on paper to ensure you are using the most rational, ordinary mind you can. Remind yourself of Marcus Aurelius' 3 rules for a tranquil and good life. 1. Discipline of judgment. Things are as you see them, so make sure you see them rationally and objectively. Things do not affect you. Your judgment of things affect you. 2. Discipline of action. All that you say and do is always after the fact. Choose your response and reaction such that they are virtuous, compassionate, and that they fit with your necessities. 3. Discipline of the consent to destiny. The universe is going to do what it does, and you quite literally have no choice in the matter. When bad things happen, they are not actually bad. They just are. There is no fair, unfair, good, or bad, because this would imply the existence of another reality where things could happen differently, and that you can go to that reality. There is just one reality, this one, and you cannot change it, so just go the way things are. Avoid all emotions. These 3 rules from Marcus, of course, have helped me a lot in life as well. Avoid all emotions. Feel them if you must. However, never let them get behind the wheel and take control of how you live. Emotions, good or bad, come and go. Your rational, ordinary mind remains, and therefore, even when swept by emotions, your rational, ordinary mind should be in the driver's seat while making judgments of the external world as viewed by your mind. All the principles listed above are not like computer programs, which is applied once and systematically and automatically trigger in all situations going forward. No. The practice of the above principles is instead a sort of awakening of the mind and spirit to a new life, a better life, one filled with tranquility. However, this awakening is quick to disappear, so you must meditate on all of these on a daily basis. Find creative ways to repeat them. Write them down twice a day. Read them back twice a day. Read and reread these pages periodically, 10 times a day if you have to. Sit in a place with no distractions and think only about these rules. Each time you write or read or meditate on them, you will take one more step towards becoming a philosopher king. Like the 33 miners who were trapped underground for 69 days, so many others have had a brush with death and drastically changed their approach to life after getting a, quote, second chance. They changed their lives for the better with clearer views of what is truly important to them and adopted proper morals and necessities to truly enjoy and make the most of this one finite, precious life we get. Do not wait for a near-death experience to realize the priorities in life and begin living the right way. Live it now. There is no second turnaround. Every day time passes us by. Do not wait until old age revelations or an accident to change your approach to life. What's left of your 3 billion heartbeats, my friend? Tick-tock. How do you want to spend it? On that note, I hope you spend it by sending me more messages, more emails, more communication. I thank you all. Each and every one of you have reached out to me. The work I do for Anderson, the payment I get as the conversations I have with you all, the listening ears that reach out to me for advice, and the stories of how these advice are applied in life, and success stories in their own way. So thank you all. Thank you very much for all of these communications. I had trouble even looking into the camera saying this. I feel so humbled, and I'm very thankful. Who am I to have your ears and eyes in this case, and hearts in certain cases? So should you want to chat, you know how to get in touch with me. Go on stoicismforabetterlife.com. On the page, let's chat. There's many ways to get in touch with me. I'm not that active online because I'm looking for personal connections. Hit me up on Instagram if you want to just do a daily thing. I wait to hear from you all, and I hope to see you next season. You take care, my friends.